So, Sagittarius, here we go. You've just been mentioned in Virgo's cards, so you may want to watch that, especially if you've got Virgo in your chart. You are the only positive thing in their life, if that's any help. This is the wild card. I am getting names, but I've had them before, and so I ain't going to repeat what I've had before. Oh, there is a Steve there. Anybody knows a Steve? He just popped in because nobody else was speaking because I've just told him off. So, Steve's young, not very old, late 30s at the most, I would have said. And it is Steve. Don't go by Stephen, it's Steve. Dark, tall, fit. And I don't mean fit by good looking, but he's not bad looking. But he's fit. Well dressed. Rushes about a lot. It's like hasn't got time to stop. Always on the go. Perhaps he was rushing when he passed. He is giving me speed. Whether it's connected to Steve or not, there is an eye injury, left eye. Broad-minded is what it's saying. Broad-minded. Sagittarius. So if somebody's been talking to Steve and saying, I wonder what he'd think, he's just smiling and saying, I'm broad-minded. So it sounds like he's giving you a blessing to something. He may not have been so broad-minded in life, but he is. He's well aware of things now. Unless you are Steve and you have a father figure in spirit. There it is. Sagittarius. You are battling addictions. You're being put through the ringer, put through the blacksmith's forge, and battered and battered and battered like a piece of metal till you come out like Excalibur. You are being tempered. To test your faith in yourself and others and in spirit, and to learn from it. There is confusion, lack of clarity, The full moon is on the 30th, so that may have some significance. There's 3 dogs. There's possibly in spirit, they don't have to be living. There's born 1970 plus or minus 12. February to February may be involved. Cancers. It's the maiden, the mother and the crone. So 3 generations of women. Number 18 is massively important in a negative way. Financial difficulties, comparing yourself to others, comparison is not your friend. A Taurus may be begging for money or trying to buy affections. There is a fire sign child, possibly rapid communications there, information. Your foundations are not strong and you may be feeling stuck in a job or an occupation that you don't want to be in. It's not going to pay off, so it's better to plan for an exit from that. There is no teamwork. There is losses here. You may have to halve your income. You may self-exile yourself or be forcibly isolated. 5 years I mentioned, you could be lonely in a room full of people, but you're coming out of that, and there is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, mature male, possibly one of 4 in a family or has left a previous family behind. There's an Aries close by. This could be a man in uniform, it could be somebody of darker complexion, but he is well off, good friend, generous one. So maybe the Taurus that we were speaking about, that will help financially. It could be a part of your chart. It could be a police officer, which would fit better. But whoever this is being generous towards you, so don't abuse this generosity. There's some sort of emotional split, separation from someone. It doesn't have to be a romance, but it could be 2 people born 1965 plus or minus 12, February to February. Somebody is at a fork in the road. There is no going back to the old way of doing things. There is an immature offer of love or messages of love, Pisces energy. You have to choose your path. We have a couple, very financially stable, well off, both generous and giving, mother and father energy. We have financial reciprocity and emotional reciprocity. So this is a happy situation. So this separation isn't within the marriage, I don't think, because we've got a stable marriage, which is unusual for us, isn't it? Yay, finally a stable marriage, which has been blessed 3 times. There is the key to your heart, to a situation. There may be a new home, happiness, celebrations. You are protected, but you need to get some professional advice, possibly. Your self-esteem is good. Success is assured. But those born on the 4th or the 31st, living or past, if your diary and address, massively important. It could be that they won't take no for an answer. Everything's their way or the highway. It could be to do with children splitting up from the partners or something like that. I don't believe this split is anything to do with you. There is some sort of separation here, but your major arcanas are brilliant. Able to speak your truth, having faith in a situation, Material matters are good. Yeah, but you need some advice about something. Possibly you are comparing yourself to others and not realizing how much you really have, how good you've got it. Those born on the 5th or the 23rd, living or past it for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. Taurus energy. Foundations are strong, no worries there. So what is the separation about? Someone's being exploited, somebody's being manipulated. And there will be mood swings. You have to walk away from this manipulating situation. Settle this problem once and for all, and then you won't have to revisit it. Don't sit on the fence about it. Those born on the 20th, living or past it, for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. But there is some changes that need to be made that someone, either you or someone else, won't like. Those born on the 10th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. A run of bad luck. It's changes that need to take place, but you won't like them. Then we have the patience card. You need to be patient before you take action. Don't take action without thinking things through. There is a mature fire sign here, so that could be you. A man of action. Faithful and funny. So be patient and you will fulfill what's needed. But things cannot be the same. You have to settle this. It can also be the dentist card, so someone may need to visit the dentist. But as long as you face this situation head on and don't brush it under the carpet, everything should be fine. The only thing I'm getting there is the confusion, the being torn between two people, two situations, two homes. And home can be where the heart is, so it could be like the familial home and your own home. At Christmas, a lot of people go through that. But just be careful you're not being manipulated. And feeling separated from loved ones at Christmas. So maybe that's all it is. I feel that it is a bit of a stressful situation now. So usually you go to your parents' home for Christmas, and that's not a possibility now. Just be patient with them, don't lose your temper. So the resting tree. This is why it's happening, to give you time to rest. This is a master number, so it has a doubly important meaning. The resting tree appears as a challenger. And it asks you to consider if you're so frenetic that all you can think about is how stressed you are running around and overdoing things, that trying to do everything by yourself. Think this only makes you a human doing, not a human being. This is time to be careful, or you may be physically ill, or at the very least unable to enjoy your life. Be still. It's time to meditate, take time out, or you'll make a mistake that you're going to regret later. That's why you need to be patient. Don't worry, all those things that you're trying to manage will still be there when you're ready to move forward again. Only then will you have a clearer head with which to think. So don't act hastily without thinking. Yeah, Cancer. It's about your feelings, it's about the home, it's about the ancestors. Maybe a Cancer person that's very important to you. Number 16. And it is the moon, which is where we started. So full cycle, Spirit, thank you. And you are confused about the home and the ancestors, or your feelings. Your feelings are important. You have to rely upon the wisdom of your feelings right now. There may be mysteries involved. If this is a person, they have the depth of feeling not easily seen, and as if in the deepest parts of the ocean, fathoms below the surface, but where there is great power. You or this Cancer energy are reclusive and tend to hide their feelings and have alternating moods. They are emotionally vulnerable and easily wounded, and they can be downright touchy when feelings are bruised. Cancers can come across as crabby and harsh. They feel for others deeply and are exceptionally sympathetic, but as they are highly empathic, the emotions of others can exhaust them. Cancers are resilient and endure much and can overcome just about anything, which seems peculiar because they're so sensitive, and you too can overcome anything. Cancer is the sign of the mother, so it may be something to do with the mother energy, and those ruled by Cancer tend to be overprotective. Cancers can also be accurate psychics. When this card itself presents in a reading, you can be assured emotions are running high, and you may want to withdraw, or you may be dealing with someone who is withdrawn or depressed at this time. There is a feeling of being connected to the unseen world, and this includes the world of ghosts and spirits. This card can indicate inherited psychic abilities and even witch blood. There is a typhoon of power behind Cancer's strong feeling, but it can also mean you are in sync with other people's emotions. You instinctively know what to do at the right time. There is sensitivity and emotional closeness indicated. If your question is about love, it may be a secret or involve bonded souls, as with a mother and child. This card can also mean that family or domestic issues must be addressed face them head on. A mother or maternal figure is also indicated by this card. Women may figure prominently. Women's issues and how women get along. The sign of Cancer is known for a good memory and for the ability to hold on the longest, either positively or negatively, so someone could hold a grudge for a very long time. So although it will be hard to overlook any slights at this time, forgiveness is your best response. Right now your moods may be changeable, just like the moon's phases throughout the month, and you may want to hide and withdraw from the hurt and pain. Perhaps this pain is real or imagined, but in the solitude you will build a greater strength to face whatever holds you back. But don't act on impulse, you must think this through. Thanks for listening.